Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're hearing me from. Like I promised today that I will come live around 1:30 because my flight just landed somewhere, you know. How are you? How was your Christmas? Did you eat well? Did you enjoy your family? It was an amazing time for me personally that I have to sit down with my friends, my family members to, discuss, to chat, to get out of, the stress of life and to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. So come on in, come on in. I know most of you are awake right now. And like I said, I signed contract with myself to help you, to educate you. I didn't sign contract with anybody, with myself to educate you, to let you understand how the system, especially if you live in America and Canada, you must understand the system, especially the financial system of where you live, and how to make it work for you. So if you're here, come on in, tell me where you're joining me from. Okay. Tell me where you're joining me from because I want to make sure that you understand and you're part of this. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me. Tell me where you're calling it from, which state, which country, where you are, so I can acknowledge you. Okay. My name is Princess Dr. Ruth Ifediora. I'm not going to be long here. Okay. But you know the topic that I cover. I'm a licensed financial professional. So I'm licensed in my state, in other states, in United States, and also allowed to do business in Canada. I'm a franchise owner, a risk management expert. So everything I'm going to share with you is verified and approved by me and by the laws of the land because I know the law. So today we're going to talk about how much policy, how much life insurance do you need? But before I start, I want to remind us one thing I've been pushing and I've been crying and I've been screaming. Do not cancel your policy. Let me remind you that. Do not cancel your policy. That is number one. Number two, I want you to know that life insurance is not an investment. It's a protection. Okay? Life insurance is not an investment, it's a protection. And is not a protection that you can just wake up and get. You have to be approved. Okay? It's dependent on your health. It's dependent on your age. It's dependent on your driving record, your criminal record, your residential status. Okay? So, based on that, I encourage you to pay a little bit of attention. Okay? Pay attention. I'm trying to invite others to come in here. If you're here, share this. Okay? If you're here, share this so that other people will join us. Okay? Share this so other people will join us. I don't know why I can't see who is joining us. You can also join me on TikTok. Okay? It's going to be brief. Let me see. It's going to be brief. Okay. All right. So yes, life insurance, it is not an investment. Life insurance is a protection. There are two financial environments in United States and Canada. Is protection environment and investment environment. And I'll always say this for the rest of the year. It's a reminder. I will always say this for the rest of the year. Investment portfolio and protection portfolio. Investment is different from protection, but you need both. It's not either or. You need both in order to achieve sustainable wealth in America and Canada. If you don't have both, you will remain broke. Now, your protection that comes from your life insurance is not automatic. It's based on what? It's based on so many things. It's based on your age. It's based on your risk class, driving record, criminal record, residential status. They're going to look at all that, your health status. So if you live in the United States and Canada, you don't have a choice than to have a life insurance protection. And that is the first thing on your list, your protection first, before anything else. Now, someone said, but what if I cannot afford it? There is something for everyone. It's not negotiable. One other thing I like to emphasize to my fellow Americans and Canadians is this. If you already have a life insurance policy, do not cancel it. I will repeat that. Do not cancel it. Please let me know where you're joining me from. If you don't live in the United States and Canada, share this video. So your brother, your uncle, your sister who live in the United States and Canada can learn. Because the day they fall sick, the day they are not able to run their business, the day they are not able to clock in and clock out, guess what? They will be broke. And that house they are building for you, that school fees they are paying for you, they cannot be able to do it anymore. Because there's no free lunch in America. There's no free lunch in Canada. You must work for what you eat. Nobody will allow you to be in a home you can't pay for. Nobody will allow you to keep a mortgage you cannot pay for. The owner of the mortgage, the bank, and the insurance company will call right back to take it. So, that being said, it's not just for Americans and Canadians. You have your loved ones here. You have your family members here. Even if they're making 100 million today, if they fall sick tomorrow, if they cannot produce 100 million the next day, they will go broke. It's not negotiable. They will go broke. So help them. Some of them may not come to social media. Share the video to them. Download it and send it to them. They have the right to reach out to me. I'm a licensed financial professional. I can help them. If they're already covered, I can look at what they have to make sure it's going to be there for you. Now, just to let you know, there are two types of life insurance. Temporary life insurance and permanent. But majority of the middle class have been lured into buying temporary life insurance because the focus is on death. In case I die, my children will be covered. My loved one will be covered. Who tell you that you die before your children? Where do they say you have to die before your children? Do you know when your children is going to die? Do you know? Nobody knows. So it's not just all about death. It's what is the quality of life you want to live today? What's the quality of life? If you cannot make income, if you cannot run that trucking business, if you cannot, run your home health, your group home, your nursing home, you cannot run your financial services, you cannot open that physician office, the nurse practitioner clinic, are you still going to have food on the table? Are you still going to keep that mortgage, that G-Wagon you're driving? Are you still going to keep it? That is what you ask your brother or sister who lives in US or Canada. if you love them so well. Like I said yesterday, life insurance, having a life insurance is the first gift. It's the first Christmas gift you're giving yourself. And it's a Christmas gift that remains every single Christmas, as long as it's in place. So it's the best love offering that you give yourself and you give to your family members. And of course, to the community at large. That's what it does. So if you're hearing my voice, don't say, oh, I don't live in US and Canada, I'm not going to share this video. I could be the person that will save that your family overseas. Especially if you're an African. If you're from Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, anywhere you find yourself. All of us have a common need. Protection. Protection. Now, what I want to talk about today, what I want to focus on today is how much coverage can you get? How much coverage should you get? How much coverage can I have? That's the question you have to ask yourself. The rule of thumb is you can use your life insurance as your income replacement account, especially if you have a permanent life insurance. In permanent life insurance, you have whole life, you have index universal life, you have universal life, you have variable life, depending on the one of your choice. As an immigrant, as a middle-class American and Canadian, you know what I recommend? I recommend an index universal life. But I don't care which one you get, as long as it's a permanent life insurance. You can use it as an income replacement account. If you have a temporary life insurance like term, which most people have because they have what they call what? Buy term and invest the rest. You buy the one of 10 years, you buy the one of 20 years, you buy the one of 30 years, no problem. But here's the challenge. When 30 years is over, because they told you on social media, which I am right now, but I'm going to give you every information that will benefit you. Oh, by time, invest the rest. By the time you're 65 and 70 years old, your children have grown, you're not paying any more mortgage, none of those. That is a fallacy. Go at 65, 70 years old, 75. Ask them, have they finished paying their school loan? Ask them, have they finished paying their school loan? Ask them, who is paying for their children's rent? Who is paying that? Ask them that question. Okay? Ask them, who is paying? That is a complete fallacy. That theory does not work. So please, I beg you, my people, protect what that matters the most to you. Protect what you love. The money you make, the business you're running is based on your capacity. If your capacity disappears, you're broke. Some people turn around, oh, it's Christmas. They went to their village and they came back from their village and now their business is not going well because they shook their uncle's hand. No, it's not your uncle. It's lack of financial education. You lack the basics. And now they tell you to go and pray more. Pray without work is dead. Pray and do what? Art. Learn. Because my Bible says, my people perish due to lack of knowledge. And you cannot come across my page, you say, nobody have ever told you about protection, the role of life insurance in wealth creation and sustainability of your own money. It's not how much you make that matters. It's how much that works for you, especially when you need it the most. So now, how much policy do you need? The rule of thumb is what? At least 10 to 20 times of your annual income. So if you're making 50,000, let me tell you, you need at least 500,000. Unless you don't want to use it as an income replacement. You want to use it in case you die. Your children will bury you. What you owe a dead man is to bury them, right? But if you really want to use it for your own family, for your own for your own, not for your husband, not for your wife, not for your children, you first. Charity that begins at home. I just landed in a city. And guess what? Before that plane took off, what they told us, put the oxygen on yourself before you put on others. You love everyone, but you cannot give a love that you don't have for yourself. You cannot give what you don't have. So the rule of thumb, if you want to use your life insurance as an income replacement account, is what? 10 to 20 times of your annual income. But a better method could be what they call die method, where you do what? You look at your debt, you look at your income, look at the mortgage if you have mortgage, and you look at the education. Do you have children who are going to go to college or grandchildren? So for example, okay, for example, if your debt is 10,000, your mortgage is 150,000. That's what? That's 160. Your income replacement is 300. Okay? That's what? That's 460. Then your children need to go to college and their debt is like, what they're going to pay is at 80,000. So overall, you need a minimum of what? At least 540,000. Now, someone will say, I don't have money, but I can get a term policy. At least you can start somewhere. But remember your term policy, you have to die for someone to collect. So if there is need, if there's an emergency which you don't have control over shows up, now you have to die. So if you didn't die at this time, the policy is not of relevance to you. See the problem? You that is buying a term policy, do you see the problem? You're not dead, but you cannot make an income. What if you could have gotten a permanent life insurance? Think about that for a second. So remember what I taught you how to calculate how much you need in coverage. It's called die method. Look at your debt, look at your income replacement, at least 10 to 20 times of your annual income. Okay? You look at your mortgage, look at the education, considering the children. On average, it costs 100,000 to 112,000 to send a child to 4-year college in America. Okay? Average. So it could be more, it could be less. Do you have that ready? Do the math. And you see that most people are what are underinsured. Maybe because they cannot afford what they need to be covered. Why not ask me to show you how to increase your what? How to increase your cash flow so you can get the right privilege, the right coverage that you need. Okay? Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the myths. Number one, I'm too young to have life insurance. Life insurance is easy with lower cost when you're young because there's no health issues. There are no criminal records. It's something you can afford. So the best time to have life insurance and to have the highest life insurance you can have is what? Is when you're young. The second myth, life insurance is a scam. That's why I'm a licensed financial professional. Because you think it's a scam, I am not licensed by my state to deliver you from confusion. What is a scam? Scam means still confused about money. You are confused about money. So I'm going to come out. I'm not licensed. I'm here. You can see my face. I'm not hiding any AI. This is me. to deliver you from that confusion. Do you know the highest scam is your salary? Is a scam. Because I think Warren Buffett is one that said that salary is the drug they gave you to forget your dreams. Salary is the drug they gave you to forget your dreams. If you're among the people that says life insurance is a scam, don't worry. You remember my voice. When the cock crow 3 times, when that emergency that do not have your permission shows up, you understand what is a scam. Wait. The truth is that it is a tool that you use to manage your risk. It's not a scam. But because you're confused, I'm here to deliver you from confusion. Okay? So it's not a scam. Anyone that tells life insurance is a scam, turn around and tell them because you are confused about money. If the state is going to license me or anybody else, the same state that licenses you as a physician, as a pharmacist, as a nurse, IT, whatever, is okay. But license me to help you manage your risk using the protection portfolio. You sit down and say it's a scam. That tells you how ignorant, number one, you are, and number two, you're confused, and they have licensed me to deliver you from confusion. Number three, my job coverage is enough. You think your job love you? You think your job love you? Okay, wait until you fall sick. You cannot go to work 3 months, 6 months. No organization in America or Canada will leave you on their payroll if you're not bringing return of investment. Do you know the reason they cover you while you're at your job? Is because they don't want to take liabilities. They want to make sure that if anything happens to you, they're ready. They are protecting their behind, not you. You are just a budget item and business expense. The day you exit, actually, you're benefiting your job. Your job is not benefiting you. You're benefiting your job. So employer insurance is not enough. And it's only there when you're still working with them. If you're about to leave or you leave them, or you terminate, or you fall sick, or you retire, you have few months to continue with Mr. Cobra. And guess what? Let's assume you have worked in that job for 30 years. What is going to happen? Now, when you leave the job, you have to continue to pay what you're paying and the job you are paying. Okay? You're going to pay both, and it's going to be based on your current age. It's no more based on the 30 years ago you started that job. And you may not afford it, you're out. Do you see the challenge? Don't be deceived. Your job is not in your interest. In fact, you are beneficial to your job. Your job is not beneficial to you. Come and work for us. We have life insurance. It's true. They have it at that moment. Most organizations say you have to die at your job. Have you even seen the contract of what you have? You know what you are? You're just a certificate holder, not a contract holder. So why you still have one at your job? Because they assume to love you. Make sure you have one. It's non-qualified account. You have the right to have one and nobody questions you. So what are the smart things you can do? Start one today. Start a life insurance policy today if you don't have one. I don't care whether you want to start with term or permanent. Something is better than nothing. Call me. My number is 469-487-3469. You can text me or you can WhatsApp me. Let me help you. Or give it to your brothers and sisters who live in the United States and Canada. Let me help them. It will hit hard. I'm telling you guys, it will hit hard. I've seen it over and over. Get coverage before you have health issues. Do it today. Do it today. Health changes can increase your premium or disqualify you completely. Do you know that insurance company will disqualify you due to height and weight? Just height and weight. Just hide and wait. And somebody telling you, you can take this one and put it in investment. It's not either or, you need both, but you need your protection first. An insurance company can cover you up to 20% of your annual income. You take the 80%, go do investment. Take the 80%, go do crypto, go do forex. Please, I beg you. Avoid missing insurance and investments. They are not the same. When you have your insurance, it's protection. But if you have a permanent life insurance over time, it may outperform investment. But it's not garbage in, garbage out. You have to have that insurance and keep it. Do not cancel your policy. I beg you, do not cancel your policy. Do not cancel your policy. Anybody that comes to your house, anybody that engages in discussion, and all they want to tell you is why this insurance company is good or the other one is not good, or why this policy is designed well, this one is not designed well, they don't have your best interest at heart. Walk away. Walk them away. Know the laws that govern the policies you have. And now the number 4 thing you must do, smart, these are all smart end of year gift I can give you, is what? Make sure you name your beneficiaries well. Carefully. Hey, you take a 10-year-old, you put it as beneficiary, that policy will go to probate court. Let me warn you now, warn you very well. You take a 1-year-old as your beneficiary, that policy will go to probate court. So what are you going to do? Do your trust. That is how the wealthy build their own wealth. Build your trust. Build your trust. Go do your trust and let your trust become your beneficiary. So you can avoid probate. Anybody can be your beneficiary. They don't have to live in America or Canada to be your beneficiary. They can live anywhere in the world. And if anything happens, they will find them to give them what is due. Okay? So set your goals. How much do I want my family to be protected? Calculate the amount of coverage that you need. Compare the policies you can get. And do what? Educate yourself. But you can't educate yourself on social media. All I'm just giving you here just an overview. There is more. So that's why I say inbox me, reach out to me, or call me or text me. Someone in my office or me will be happy to sit down with you and design something that works for you. If you already have one, let's look at it and tell you what you can do to make it work for you. The best policy is the one that is there when you need it. The best company is the company that answers you. So don't allow people to tell you, come to my own company. It's better. No, they are all governed by the same law. They are all governed by the same law. There is nothing like this one is better than the other one. What is better is what suits you. What helps you achieve your financial goals and objectives. That's what is best. The best company is that is there for you, that when you need it the most, they will come to your rescue. Anybody that comes online and tell you that this policy is better than this one, they are ignorant. Walk away. Hear me today. The best policy is the one that is there for you when you need it. The best company is the company that is there when you need them the most. Anything otherwise does not matter. Because all the companies, all the policies are the same. Whether you have term policy or permanent policy. So it's not the company that you have that matters, it's the type that you have. How is it designed? Is it helping you to achieve your financial goals? That's what matters. So we're going to stop here today. Okay? We're going to stop here today. And tomorrow, we emphasize a little bit on those things that matters. You know, those variables they may look into. And if you have questions, do not hesitate to call me. Ask me questions. Okay? Inbox me. A lot of people do private questions, and which is true because it's a private package. Your privacy is important. You can join me on TikTok. I'm live on TikTok at the same time. You can reach out to me. If you live here, United States and Canada, and you want to know how the American or Canadian financial system works, reach out to me. You can never achieve wealth if you don't understand how the financial system works, unfortunately. Nobody can do it for you. You cannot relinquish your driver's seat of your own financial world to somebody, regardless of what their titles are. You are in charge. You must have absolute control and hire professionals. But when you hire them, you tell them what to do, not them telling you what to do. The law is clear. It's written, it's out there for each and every one of us to read. All of us know how to read English. Middle class Americans, we know how to read English. Read it. If you don't understand it, hire a professional and sit down, come and explain this to me. But know it yourself first. So once again, my name is Princess Dr. Ruth Ifediora. My phone number is 469-487-3469. And I'll be happy to help you, to give you a design that fits you or help you review what you have outside of social media, not on social media. Your privacy is important. So always know that you need life insurance. It's not a choice. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. And you need it before you have that mortgage. You need it before you start that business. You need it before you get that job. The smallest you can afford. Start from there. Before you buy that car, you need insurance first. Quote me. Okay. Number 2, don't cancel any policy you have. Number 3, empower yourself. Learn the laws that govern the policy you have, not from social media, but go read the laws. And I promise you, the end of 2025 that we're in and 2026 will be the best of your life. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your day. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow, I may come live tomorrow, I may not, because I'm a guest speaker somewhere in Columbus, Ohio. So you may see me, you may not see me. If you do see me, good. If not, we'll continue on Sunday. All right? So thank you so much and have a nice day. Bye-bye.